about to start the incredibly complex procedure of adding a PostScript printer device that will print to file so that you can create PDFs using Adobe Acrobat Distiller. I have a menu program enabled on my computer here. And so, but what you will do is click on the Windows key right here in the corner. And I have to do something a little bit different on mine, but we'll say that we'll click on this and it'll bring up the menu that you see now. Now, I'm not sure if you are going to see settings and control panel on yours. But here we go right here. This should be what we can click on where it says settings right here on the left. So we'll do that. And then we'll go to devices. And what we're going to do here is use the add a printer or scanner. Click on that. It's going to briefly search for printers and scanners. Whenever you see the pop-up that says the printer that I want isn't listed, it doesn't matter if it's finished scanning or not. Click on this where it's highlighted. The printer that I want isn't listed. Next, you will click on the bottom choice, which is add a local printer or network printer with manual settings. Click on next. The next option is to choose a printer port. You use the default, which is to use an existing port. However, we change this setting here to file, print to file. Okay, after that you click on next. This shows some files that I already downloaded before, but you will need to click on Have Disk. Prompts you to either insert the manufacturer's disk or to browse. You don't have the manufacturer's disk, you want to browse. And you'll browse to your OneDrive. And then you'll go to the folder where you have already extracted the 64-bit drivers for the PI6500E. So I'm assuming that you have already extracted those to a folder. If you haven't, then it's time to do that. And when you have, then you can double click on that, double click again, double click again, double click again, and double click again. Finally, when you get to this file that's called oemsetup.inf, you can double click on that. And you'll go back to this window, and then you click on OK. And we'll come back to, you have two choices here. We have the M and we have the EU, so I usually just pick the top one. It says this driver is not digitally signed. In a previous module or previous instructions, you learned how to restart your computer to disable Microsoft Windows 10's requirement that you have a digitally signed driver. So we're going to ignore this warning here and click on next. Because I've already had this driver installed on my computer, it's going to say, it's going to give me these options. You will not have these options. If you do, you'll want to replace the current driver or just click on next. And then you can keep the name that it says there. Click on next. We're not going to share this printer. No need to do that. Click on next again. We don't need to print a test page, so we click on finish. And there you see it. We have in your list of printers and scanners, you have the Fiery X3E65BW-M. Going to manage that and going to printer preferences, and we're going to set a default here for the PostScript options. Click on advanced, and then where it says true type, this is close to the top, true type font, we want to select the second option, which is download as soft font, and then click on OK and click on OK again. And we can close these windows, and you are now done with configuring your printer device.